Hello, and welcome to Adorning Actuality. I'm Rachel, wife to one and homeschooling mom to four, bringing you, as promised, thoughtful and inconsistently posted content. In this video, I'd like to address a criticism I've recently been introduced to. In fact, as I chatted on the phone with my mom about it the other day, one of my older children came up to me afterwards and told me their Sunday school class was rebuked with this very response. In Revelation 22:7 it says, "Blessed is he who heeds the words of the prophecy of this book." The book of Revelation blesses us in so many ways. Personally, I am blessed to see God's sovereignty in this book. It is a great comfort to know that the events unfolding right now are all part of the plan. For me, knowing what we avoid during the Great Tribulation definitely makes me breathe a sigh of relief and fills me with gratitude. But honestly, the older I get, the less I focus on the horrors of those 7 years and more on how from the point of the rapture on, I get to be with Jesus and those who are in Christ forever. I am so excited to hear that trumpet. So if someone is gushing over the rapture, I totally understand and am right there ready to join in. Sadly, there are Christians who believe they themselves are in the wrong for feeling excited for the rapture, and some Christians who are accusing those who long for the rapture of being selfish for wanting it. I'm of the opinion this is related to a thought I've heard a few times before, that there's that last person out there who is going to be saved, and we need to be patient and wait for them to come to salvation because we don't want to leave them behind. Wouldn't we hate for that to be us? But if we logically look at this, coupled with what we already know about God, we can see the holes in these rebukes. Yes, there will be a last person saved before the rapture. That's common sense. But they are not the trigger for the rapture to happen. It's like saying you found a lost item in the last place you looked. Duh, the location is only happenstance. The task being accomplished is the trigger for not looking elsewhere and stopping the search. The church will have served its purpose on earth at the time of the rapture, and we have nothing to do with the timing of it. Maybe it will help if I put it like this. We have as much control over leaving earth via rapture as Noah did over the closing of the ark door before the flood. As I mentioned earlier, I was discussing this new to me criticism with my mom, and she drew a really good parallel. That telling someone they are selfish for looking forward to the rapture is like telling a person who is about to get married that they are selfish for looking forward to living their new life with their spouse. Likely, the most convincing reason should be that there is no record of God rewarding selfishness. He does not give out crowns for that kind of attitude and behavior. Yet we read Paul saying to Timothy in 2 Timothy 4:8, "In the future, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have loved his appearing." In addition, I would submit that it's completely normal for a Christian to eagerly anticipate leaving this world because we are strangers here, as 1 Peter 2:9 says. And also the writer of Hebrews in chapter 13, verse 14 says, "For here we do not have a lasting city, but we are seeking the city which is to come." So with all of the above in mind, I conclude it is not selfish or wrong to look forward to the rapture. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed. It's quite thrilling to find I have a new subscriber. While I'd love to say you can expect a new video on a certain day of the week, as soon as I do, anything and everything will prevent that from happening. So make sure you subscribe to be kept in the loop. I truly pray my content gives you food for thought and blesses you. In closing, I would like to leave you with 1 Peter 3:8-9, which says, "To sum up, all of you be harmonious, sympathetic, brotherly, kind-hearted, and humble in spirit, not returning evil for evil or insult for insult, but giving a blessing instead. For you were called for the very purpose that you might inherit a blessing."